What's up, everyone? Back once again in Solution with another video. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, tap the notification button, tell a friend as we get into this fragrance game. We're going to talk about some of the craziest bottle presentations done by these Middle Eastern brands. And I like to say, no one really beats Latafa. Maybe Afnan comes in behind there consistently, but number one, it's got to be Latafa. And you're talking about fragrances that's going to cost you no more than $40-$45, even when they first come out. And you're going, wow, just the box is a conversation piece. They make you want to keep the box. And you got these designer brands out here charging you $300-$400 in this plastic wrapped around cheap cardboard, and you're going, well, you're not wearing the box. But I'm kind of like, for that money, give me something. Give me something. Give me a travel decant. You know, the deodorant nobody wears. Anybody wear the fragrance deodorant? You are a wild human if you wear the fragrance deodorant. Yes, I'm talking to you. Have mercy. How?
How, Sway?
How are you out? I know your armpits have no skin. It just took all the hair off. Yeah. Your sweat glands, they're probably gone. That's probably how you're able to wear it. But anyway, let's get into it. When I got into this Middle Eastern fragrance game, and shout out to the good brother, Kids Griffin, make sure you hit his channel up. He's on the road to 500, hopefully 1,000. We need to get him there. All right? We go way back. We met via those things you see behind me, up on the wall. That's where some of you might recognize me from. Yeah, the Solution for Kicks is just a solution. All right, that was also my DJ name. But we're going to talk about the presentation. Put that on the coffee table and let people go, ooh, what's this? You need to invoke that kind of deal when you see these bottles. Now, let's be clear. I say this all the time. I don't do this for the comments. Doesn't move me. Oh man, I'm not wearing it anymore. Nobody said anything to me. I didn't spark up a conversation about my scent today. That's trash. I got to get rid of it. I need to sell it. No. I wear it because I like it, and I wear it for the people that count, that love me. They like it. So, coming in at what I got here, I got top five. All right, we got Mahir. Now, this is the this is the one with the rose notes in it, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, indeed, incense, rose notes. But you got a golden horse here. Now, this is not the one you find in Burlington all the time. You find the black one. I actually have that one too. But in my opinion, the silver one is it's a freshie. That's why. But this one right here, I've kind of grown to appreciate. It's macerated properly. It's not as rosy. It's more of an instant cinnamon. I like to use terms that a layperson would understand versus, you know, boozy and, you know, all those terms that the fragrance snobs that wear cravats and $500 glasses and suits every time they do a review. I love you guys though, all right? I learned a lot from you, but I'm not one of them. I like to use terms that the everyday person will understand. Next up is the, Eternal Oud by Latafa. And you got a tree sitting on top of this bottle with a tree glued on there, and it's actually, if you can see this, it's just not sitting on top of the bottle. There's an impression inside there. If you can see that, how it sits in there. Yeah, they took some attention to detail with this. And yes, it's oud, but it's a very pleasant oud. I got a love-hate thing with oud. Oud done right is okay with me. When it's too, dare I say, oudish, I'm like, yeah, you smell like a sweet tree. You smell like straight bark, bro. And hey, some people love oud like that. I'm just not one of them. But when done properly, all right, like this deal right here, all right, Eternal Oud, which can be found at most of your Burlingtons. There were a lot of them a couple of weeks ago. It's sweet, all right? It's one of the sweetest ouds out there, all right? Very pleasant. Look up the notes on Fragmentica if you're curious about it. But this one, it did invoke questions and compliments because it's very unique smelling and it's pleasant. I'm not a guy that say I wear this during the spring and the summer. I'm a hard line about it. If I like it, I just wear less of it during the time of year. If I really like it, I just wear less of it. You hear me? If some people say it was intended for the winter and it's May, I wear less of it if I really like it. I'm very light-handed with my scents. Coming in at number 3, and if you watch Kix Griffey video with me as a guest, you saw us bring this bottle out. This is His Confession by Lattafa. Oh, this is amazing. It looks like it belongs in a museum, all right? Like this is Julius Caesar or someone, one of those Roman dudes from back in the day. All right, and they got a poem on the side of the box and everything. It's not a well-written poem, but hey, they tried. But it's a poem inside the box. But this, they want you to know that it's a sculpture. Look at that. Like they chipped away at some stone and they placed a bust on top of it. Like, this is a Hall of Fame bottle, all right? This is one of the greatest fragrance design bottles ever, in my opinion. And it smells great. Powdery, fresh. Look it up. All right, for those who aren't heavy in the game, powdery and fresh. This smells like you went to a wedding by yourself and you're trying to scoop up one of the bridesmaids that came by themselves. And y'all had a great night. No, it's funny, John. But that's at number 3. Now we're going to get into some of the more insane bottles. And you probably can think, like, I know what the last 2 probably going to be. He has to have these 2 on there. If there are 2 better than this, please show me. Please get down in the comments and tell me, hey, the solution, you left out one. I can't believe you didn't have that on there. I'd love to hear your opinions. We'll talk about it in the comments. I like mixing it up with people. And if you know me from the sneaker game, I actually responded to people, okay? Not because I was trying to gain traction, but I wanted people to know that I was real and I appreciate their interaction. So this deal right here. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh boy. I'm not even gonna name this. Okay? I'm not gonna name it. It does not. Let's just talk about it. This is a dragon with an orb in its mouth. A glass. Now that feels like plastic. Alright? But it looks like a glass orb. A dragon. Alright? And you got a lot of juice in it. It's very heavy. Alright? Oh, this is metal. Alright, so I think the marble, the orb, is plastic, but the dragon itself is metal. And this is heavy. So the question is, okay, alright, that's wild looking. What does it smell like? Vanilla. Right. This is actually a rendition of, y'all heard me say this on this video, Thomas Fordham. All right, use your imagination. Vanilla sex. That's what this smells like. But when done right, this is very, very intimate, hence the name. It kind of smells like you got red lights on and soft candles and the glow of your lady looking all good. Okay, all right, cool.
What?
But yes, very, very, very nice scent, and it's worked for me. Yes. So if you don't find this one, Maison Alhambra, which is a subsidiary of Lattafa, has Sensual Vanilla, which is the adjacent to Tom Ford Vanilla Sex. But they smell the same in my opinion. If you get the Maison Alhambra Sensual Vanilla in this one, you have the same scent in my opinion. But if you want the crazy presentation, this monstrosity, yeah, you gotta be careful. This is definitely a weapon. You take somebody out with this. Don't think about that. And coming in at number 1, you already know. You already know. The box is massive. It's starting to hit a lot of Burlingtons. I think people are kind of turned off from the size of the box because they don't know what it is. Because they've only seen the bottle in the reviews. And I actually have a box in my bedroom for my brother Kiss Griffith. I got to ship it out to him. I was shocked he didn't have it. And that's Lattafa Afiq. I will say this one because this is a very, very intimidating bottle. Okay? Afiq. This is not metal. This is plastic. And when I got it, I was showing my daughter, and I pulled it off, and the thing went crashing down on the tile floor in the kitchen. I thought I broke one of the peacock heads. So what you have here are 2 peacocks on the top and on the bottom. All right, you got their feathers, and it's bejeweled. Isn't that crazy? That's wild. I mean, it's a beautiful bottle. Let's talk about the scent. Fellas, a lot of you aren't going to like this because it's a very candy, kind of syrupy, and you might say, that's too feminine for me, but the dry down is incredible. Be patient with this one. And that's what I said. What I did was I had a feeling about it because they had the bottle at this little spot I found at an Amazon return place. They were selling Amazon returns, and the people had rented a booth inside this warehouse, if you will. And we took a trip across town, and they had this, but they didn't have the bottle for sale. And I smelled it, I was like, okay, it's a little feminine. But when I found it at the Burlington near my job, I sprayed it on the Post-it note. Because that's all I really had. They didn't have like some paper has a scent. So I sprayed it on there, and I got busy. And I forgot to come back and smell it. So I went, picked it up about 2 hours. I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. So yes, excellent projection, excellent longevity. The sillage is amazing. A lot of people are going to talk down on this, but this is something, you don't put this on your fragrance shelf. You put this on the dresser. You put it in the living room, right? Maybe you don't want to put it in the living room because your company might start spraying it just because it's so unique. But this invokes conversation, and you're probably looking like, hey, the solution, why are you holding it like that? All right, I have pretty big hands for somebody my height, and I want you to kind of take into account how large this bottle is. I'm going to show you, probably the average fragrance bottle. Look at that, just to put it in perspective. This is Invictus, all right? And this is the Lattafa Afiq. Look how massive that bottle is to that. Look at the Armani Cold bottle. That's insane. But I rambled on enough. The Middle Eastern lines, they give you everything when it comes down to the fragrance. 95% of the time, in my opinion, I'm happy with what they do. But it's the presentation. They know how to reel you in with the box. They get you with the box. It makes you pick it up, and even if you had no desire to buy it, you're like, this looks interesting. And you don't know what you're getting a lot of times unless you're really familiar, because it's like they release about 15 cents every week. You can't keep up, and we're going to talk about that too. But make sure you comment, like, subscribe, tell a friend as we continue on this scent slash fragrance jersey. I can't talk today. Fragrance journey. All right, but stick with me. We got more topics to come.